everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everything's going your way today. Today, I'm coming to you with not one, but two eye looks. Yes. Today, I'm coming to you with two eye looks, swatches, and a review of the Flair palette by acebeaute. Yes, the acebeaute Flair palette. So, if you want to see how the palette performs and get my take on this here palette, then just keep on watching. Let's get started. Man. Okay, guys, so your girl's coming back at you with another review of yet another palette that I bought on my Not So Low buy. Honestly, guys, this palette has been haunting and taunting me since the very first day it got released. And I kept telling myself, Lily, you don't need this palette. Lily, you don't need this palette. All the way along, checking my promotions folder in my Gmail account for a notification of another acebeaute promotion. And although they've had quite a few promotions since the launch of this palette, they weren't good enough to substantiate me going ahead, taking a plunge, and buying this palette. But then one of my faithful subbies, Moy, left a comment in my XL2 video requesting that I do a review of this palette. Hey, Moy. And when my girl KK dropped a promo code in my inbox, your girl just had to get it. Thus here I sit, guys, holding in my possession the acebeaute Flair palette. So first, let's talk about the packaging. The packaging is really cute. It's a nice bright orange palette with acebeaute Flair palette embossed in gold on the front of the palette. And it's something about the embroidery design on the front of the palette that draws you in. And the unit card and the palette actually have the same design. And it's on the back of the unit card that you'll find the ingredients, notification of a 12-month shelf life, and also it is informing you that the palette is cruelty-free. And the palette has a net weight of 24 grams / 0.84 ounces. And it also has the acebeaute website on the back of the unit card. And although the back of the unit card is very informative, I would like to have seen all that information written on the back of the palette itself. Cause I have a hard enough time keeping up with my palettes, let alone keeping up with the packaging. The palette actually has a very nice size mirror. And when you open up the palette, here are the colors. And the palette actually has 15 shades, 4 of which are shimmers, and the rest are all mattes. And I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. I use Mulberry as my transition shade. I use Acorn in the crease and my outer V. And I use Biscotti on the inner half of my lid. And I use both Mulberry and Acorn to smoke out my lower lash line. And guys, I must admit, this is actually a color story that I've been dying to have in just one palette for quite some time now. Because it really has everything you need to create unique grunge type eye looks. It really has the best of your blues, your greens, and oranges. And that pop of purple and that pop of yellow, yeah. It's definitely a nice touch. And also in looking at the color story of this palette, I believe it has the best of the P. Louise palette, the Juvia's Place Tri palette, and the Male Gemini palette all in one. Because in looking at the Flair next to the P. Louise palette, it has pulled all the nice oranges and the yellow from the P. Louise. And we're looking at the Gemini palette, the Flair actually pulls the nice grungy greens. And we're looking at the Tri palette, the Flair palette actually pulls the greenish blues. So needless to say, guys, Our three palettes are definitely a great companion to the Flair and vice versa. And after playing with the palette for the last few days and using every single shadow in the palette, I'm glad to report I really enjoy using this palette, guys. Every single matte in the palette is pigmented and blendable. I didn't have any patchiness or oxidization. And whether using the reverse method or the traditional blending method, and I use them both, I must say, these mattes are some of the best mattes that I have experienced using this year. Because while it's one thing for a palette's ability to seamlessly blend light shades into dark, blending dark shades into light shades are a total nother. And the mattes in the Flair palette actually did both without causing any struggle, any aggravation, or any headache. But about these shimmers though. The shimmers are back. Once you find a method to make them perform to their ultimate potential, the shimmers are back. I mean, what more I need to say? What more I need to say? What more do I need to say? One thing I will say about the shimmers in this palette, and it's not just one or two, but it's every single shimmer in the palette, is the texture is a little crumbly. To the point that you would definitely need to wet your brush when putting them on your lid. Because if you don't, guys, you will most definitely have more fallout there. You will eye look. So when using this palette, guys, you most definitely want to have a sticky base and your setting spray on standby. And if there were just one other thing I would note about this palette, guys, is with a lot of pigment, often comes a lot of fallout. Yeah, the Flair palette is most definitely not an exception to that rule. And I didn't experience as much unforgivable fallout with the oranges, yellows, and the purples as I did with the blues and grays. So I would say when using this palette, if you can, eye look first, complexion last. But if you do your complexion first, guys, you most definitely want to put powder under your eye to catch the fallout. But other than that, guys, I have no complaints, and I really enjoy using this palette to the point that I ended up turning this one look video into a two look video. So now that we got that part done, enough all the yapping. First, we're going to get into the swatches, and then we're going to get into the eye look. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It only gets greater later, guys. It only gets greater later. So until next time, guys, stay real, stay positive, stay up, and damn it, you better watch, fight, and pray. Let's get in these swatches, though. We've got saffron, mirage, aubergine, and mulberry. We've got biscotti, cider, firefly, and pumpkin. We've got hazelnut, acorn, bayberry, and Atlantis, pine forest, moss, sherbet.
About it right now, everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. If you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging,